Okay. Thank you, Pak Warsito. Ole, any comments, Ole?
On mute.
Ole?
Over on mute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that I think it's extremely important not to just look at Indonesia in this case and to just stare at Bali or where we're staying. There is a global agenda going on that I think everybody have noticed. It goes under the name of Agenda 21, the Fourth Industrial Revolution, where we have extreme powers that are trying to focus and concentrate the power to fewer and fewer and fewer. And as part of this agenda, they're very open about it. There are many different ways of controlling populations in different countries through many different measures. And one thing that I've noticed in many different areas are a combination of tactics. And one of them is this release of mosquitoes. This is not just in Indonesia. It is in Australia, California, Florida, Burkina Faso, other areas as well, where they're releasing enormous amounts of these modified, in whatever way, mosquitoes, where I feel strongly that Mother Nature, you can't say that after 3 years nothing happened, like in that case, fine. Because I mean, like with radiation or whatever, you don't see a cancer after 1, 2, 3 years, but it comes like maybe after 5, 10, 15 years. And here we are, where the release here on Bali might affect the ecosystem in a way that we have absolutely no way of controlling, and that could be irreversible to bring back. So I think just because papers are published, what does that even mean? There's thousands and millions of papers being published everywhere in the world that afterwards have backfired, and just like what happened? Well, we're sorry we didn't do it enough. We had no idea that this would happen. But once they're out there, you can't call them back. So I am extremely, extremely concerned. Also, when you start seeing the results of these releases in other areas where people are really starting to suffer from it. And I would also say it could possibly be connected with the agenda of smart cities, where there's this thing almost weaponizing nature to keep us out of it. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say. So I am absolutely not relieved or I feel relaxed in any way or form by the answers we got tonight. And that's my take.
Yes, here is free thinkers. Yeah, you can say whatever we say, and this is sure will be response or there is a feedback from the government. And I have actually a thing that I want to say later, but I want to go to Toby Demergat. Torben?
Hello, thank you.
Yeah, hi,
Thank
Torben.
you. Hello. I want to say hello to my brother, of course, first of all, and hello to all of you others. I have heard so many things, but there's one thing I have not heard till now, and that is the fact that the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has millions and millions in developing GMO mosquitoes. And if people are not aware of what Bill and Melinda Gates have done in the rest of the world, not least in India, with thousands and maybe hundreds of thousands of crippled young girls because of vaccines. And just like you're talking now, there is one very similar thing, which is that no one has ever regretted not taking the vaccine. And you are now in a situation where you can be not regretting, not releasing. But I have, of course, questions, because I thought that the meeting was about overview Bill and Melinda Gates GMO mosquitoes in Bali. I thought that was the subject. I have only heard about blood groups and this and that and statistics. I mean, in the way I see it, you are 100% under attack, and you are one more paradise island. Recently, other weapons have been used against Hawaii. But what I'm thinking is you were asking for people's opinions of people, foreigners living in Bali. I'm not living in Bali, but I am a foreigner, and I have the person I love the most on the planet living with you in Bali, with his wife and daughter. This has very great significance for me, very great. And I don't understand that you are not out there just blocking this. I fear scientists sometimes because you are so focused on facts and papers and studies. It's like you're asking what is the powder content in the guns, not about who is behind the gun and what is the purpose. And I have been studying, just like my brother, for decades, the global agenda, what is going on. And I suppose that many of you guys on board, you have studied many other things and you have become specialists. I reckon my brother as a specialist in this subject. And this is about the harm that is intended against humanity, the war that has been directed against humanity for decades, from the has to against the has-nots. So I just wanted to share that please do not be blind looking at the trees in the forest. There is totally, like my brother said, there is a very, very serious agenda directed towards humanity, and you apparently are right now in the scope. Thank you so much for the word. Thank you.
Thank you, Torben. Thank you very much. Very touchy what you say.